I met a poet online, Anis Majani, and he gave me these lines. He said, come closer, come closer. You are quite the beauty. Come into it. I took it as an invitation to come into the starlight that shines twinkling through your eyes, into the intergalactic spaces inside eyes, wide to the black skin of sky, alive with Milky Way dreamings that take us to places beyond our imaginings. It's 3 a.m. I'm walking city streets and the only gleam I see is in some dick's eye who wants a piece of me. And neon on the rain-slick streets, blinking inert dreams, promising versions of me that I don't even buy. There's no sky, there's no horizon, only the horror of eyes turned inward, searching for their greatness while causing chaos. So I say, come closer, look over this apocryphal edge where man-childs ride missiles in pissing contests gone ballistic, and politicians play party games with parsimonious pitches to hip pockets and prejudices, bitching over positions while mass extinctions, coral bleachings and partisan religions take us to righteous edges of wrongful damage. Let's not avoid this. Come closer. Stand soft at this horizon where destruction meets wondering. Wander through the dark spaces toward those sparks, illuminating questions that have us quest. Come into this. Be pulled into those black holes, pulling us away from the known that has us spinning in the too small orbits of our stories. Seeking self-glory, I'm over it. Let that black hole that sits silent at your centre pull you, rearrange you, resort your matter till your matter really matters. Fuse confusion, sublimates the shoulds that shroud our souls in defeat. Alchemize those reductive beliefs. Let yourself, that condensation of attachments, reactive factions, fracture, so reduced to elemental, you go supernova, burning off the dross to shoot meteor showers of meritocratic ideas that have broken through spin, to tilt planets into evolutionary revolutions. Come into this. Come in. Sit down at our periodic table where the valence of our difference transcends ambivalences, invites interesting entanglements. We're but carbon rings of cooperation integrated into ecosystems and nations. Come in. Sit down at our periodic table where the valence of our difference transcends ambivalence, invites interesting entanglements. We're born elementally unfinished. We need others for our fulfillment. Your hydrogen fixes my oxygen from fire to flow. Your nitrogen catalyzes my growth. My positive charges your negative. Your negative energizes the electrons of my bright, till together we fill nights with radiant delights and days with solar flares, firing photons on forests flung to open, fixing a breath into the wings, sweep of birds, singing up storms, where lightning can crash into oceanic mines and neuronal fires be electrified to seek solutions within ego's dissolution. So intractables become soluble as souls descend into subterranes to ride the tidal rush of songlines down artesian veins, pulsing with the desires of ancient dreamings, calling us to country. Come into this. Come into this land, evolved into hands, once fins, feathered wings still aflutter with wonder as we ponder the potency of an openness that can too swiftly close with this opposable thumb clenched into fists filled with insistent difference. Come into this land, evolved into hands, once fins, feathered wings, still aflutter with wonder as we ponder the potency of an openness, stretched to sweet caress with a tenderness that melts the ice caps of our edges, changes climate beyond right into storm surges of insight that break down walls and have us reaching toward otherness. Come into this. Come into country. Feel the stamp of feet that climbed down from trees, walked across lands, made revolutionary stands, now beat, so those song lines can rise to intertwine up spines reaching for rainbowed skies in double helixes that cross difference with genius. So hands and claws and paws and wings interrelated through these pairings of bass notes can sing harmonics on subatomic strings. Come into this astonishing existence. We're spun from stardust, arisen from mass extinctions. The same creativity that gave rise to this is alive in your depths. You are quite the beauty. Come into this. Come into this.